But
So-
there's gonna be more risk as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
do you know what? I hope it doesn't disappear. I hope the crashes. This is gonna sound bad. Yo.
Some crashes, innit?
No, I think that's an exciting part of racing. I mean, it's safe enough. We know obviously there's enough
with the
safety.
halo and everything.
Yeah, look, the sport is safe enough. I want to see a little 1-2 crash.
You can't watch a horror movie, no one dies.
Listen, I want to see.
All right, okay. So everybody in the comments has been talking, right? Do these boys only do football? Is that all they talk about? Is that all this sports podcast is all about? So today we're gonna do something different.
Ooh.
Yeah, excitement, isn't it? We're
They've
gonna-
read the surprise already. Look at this. Could be one.
we're going vroom vroom today. Today we're covering off F1.
They had a jacket on it. This is F1.
So who's experts in F1?
David.
Yeah, okay. Definitely
Where's
not
Chan?
me.
Chan.
Definitely not
Actually,
me.
the biggest expert's actually not here. Let's acknowledge that.
Chanda.
Yeah.
I'm the
big
biggest
up,
expert,
Chanda.
man.
Big up.
Wait till you hear the knowledge on this, man. So anyway, today we're gonna do our first podcast on the F1, which we know everything about, absolutely everything. We can tell you every single car, engine size, everything.
All
right?
that.
So
V8.
to start with, I just want to know generally, guys, obviously what got you into F1, favorite sort of like drivers, where the passion came from. Mash, we'll let you go first, man.
Me, I'm a casual fan. Let's start there first of all. Back in the day, all you knew about F1 was Schumacher, so I got into it then kind of fell off. Then when Lewis Hamilton was like winning all those races, it was just good to watch him because when in high school, everybody used to go on about that. Then after he went so many, it got a bit boring again. No, actually, he didn't.
Hey.
So for me now, I just go back in it after Verstappen started winning as well, because I like his character, and even if he's like a villain, he always wants to win, innit?
Verstappen.
Yeah.
The
So I'm
menace.
just getting back into it as well with the F1 Drive to Survive. That kind of got me into
Yeah,
it.
and then-
So now, like I watch probably every race now, innit? For at least
The
3
new
years.
season
now,
now as
innit?
well for that, no?
Yeah. I binge watched that in a day.
What, you
man.
watched it?
Yeah.
Big.
Because I already know what happens. So I'm just trying to see the back. Yeah. It came out like Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday.
I
Bro,
was-
it's at point of recording, by the way, isn't it today? Like what, Tuesday?
Yeah. I finished it
Damn.
on like Saturday, Sunday.
Damn, all right.
Have you got a team? No, your favorite.
Last year, I just wanted Norris to win it because I feel like Piastri, like his mentality, he has multiple championships in him. I feel like if Norris didn't win it that season, it might break him. But it's good that he's tasted it, so I'm maybe up for it. But favorites, me, I'm all over the place. I would say
So you don't have a team?
Piastri and I don't have a team like that.
Okay, favorite drivers then, top 3.
Just preference. Max, Antonelli, and Piastri.
No, Hamilton. I thought he got you into the sport. Really?
He's done 7. I want him to win at 8, then he can retire. But
he's
that's why
already-
he looks
I
like
mean,
he's here for.
Depending on who you ask, he's already won. You give it.
Oh, yeah. On the Verstappen one.
David, I wonder what team you.
Yeah, what do you support?
See, what team do I support? McLaren. No, obviously, as you can see, I'm Team Mercedes. Like ever since I got into the sport, I've always just First of all, what got me into F1, believe it or not, is I'm a big fan of cars, right? Like outside of racing, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then like I randomly found out like some, I think it's ABS, anti-lock braking system, started in F1. So then I started learning. I'm like, oh, a lot of the things we take for granted in road cars nowadays birthed in the birthplace was F1, and that's how I started getting into the sport. And then, I mean, fast cars, Fast and Furious. That was it. And then when I started watching, and this is the reason I'm a Mercedes fan. When I got into F1 was just in the 2013 era when the hybrid era, when Mercedes came in and then they just started dominating. That's when you started seeing Rosberg, Hamilton, and everybody dominate. Before that, I know it was Red Bull. They had like everywhere. Like that's when I got into it. So naturally, I went with the winning team. The team that was on top around that time was Mercedes, and I said, "Hey, guess I'm a Mercedes guy." And that's it.
Simple, innit?
Simple, yeah. That's
Whoever's winning, I'm there.
That's it. That's
Speaking
it.
of winning, yeah. What's your winning team?
I don't have a team.
Okay.
I don't have a favorite team in Formula 1, but I have a favorite driver.
Wow,
So
okay.
I swear you have a favorite team. So I got into F1 in 2007 when Lewis Hamilton started racing.
Okay.
So it was one of those things. I watched the sport is like on BBC. I think it was BBC Sport when they used to show it, either that or Channel or ITV. One of them. They used to show it for free before it went to
The
Sky.
good days.
So I remember like switching on and just obviously seeing it, and they were saying, "Oh, this young kid, Lewis Hamilton, is coming on the scene. Is obviously the next big thing." And then
And
when
he
I
was
watched,
also dating a pussycat girl as well.
Is it what 2007? That
Around that time. I'm not sure. Around that point.
maybe a year or two after that.
That's what he got into it.
But yeah, and then after that, I was like, I could relate to Lewis. You know, he was a young black guy in a well-dominated sport, which you don't see a lot of black guys in that sport.
Naturally.
So for me, I was like, I really like that guy. So I started following Lewis Hamilton from there, and I've watched F1 ever since then. The only season I've missed races was last season, because for me it was like, my gut is not doing what it's meant to be doing. So I was
Sad
like,
watch it.
I was like, this is boring now. So
yeah.
So you go whatever team Lewis is on, that's your team you support.
So technically,
okay.
I'm not supporting the actual team, but I'm supporting the driver.
driver.
So that's
Okay,
why
so
you
I
saw
get you,
me
I
from
get you.
Mercedes, and now I'm
I
Ferrari.
get you.
It's
So
because I'm a
that makes
driver.
sense. So okay.
So I don't have a
yeah, I
team.
get you. I get
You know
I
what
get
I'm saying?
And do you know what's interesting? That's why also Formula One is a good sport, because there's a lot of fans that are gonna be like that.
Yeah.
That their loyalties to the driver. It's interesting because you've got a team. It's a team sport, yes, but
Yeah.
it's also an individual thing. You get me? So,
Which we'll get to in a second. But from what I like what you said, first of all, being like a car enthusiast, I think you're quite big into your cars. So you're sort of like, you know,
Nah,
you like,
I'm saying because he's all.
but you know what I want to ask is, what was your first cars? Because, you know, for you,
Oh my God,
car
it's
enthusiast, your first car is interesting.
and they do say that F1 is like making an experiment with the car, you know, because you're just putting in pieces together. But what's my first
Your
car?
first car, yeah.
An RX-8 actually, Mercedes RX-8.
Yeah.
but-
Mazda.
yeah,
Mazda.
Don't say Mazda, but
Mercedes
put a picture here.
Let him slide,
Yo,
man.
the car was clean.
I
man.
really liked your car.
It had a rotary engine. I didn't even know what that was.
I thought
you
you
know.
were mad.
What car?
Getting a rotary engine, 3 what liter engine?
Yeah, it was
I
mad.
was like,
car
are
was
you
thirsty.
okay?
It was like
For a first car?
yeah, it was just like 40 pounds just a week for me just to go to uni.
He wanted,
3
he wanted
days,
to
you
go
know.
vroom vroom very
Yeah,
fast.
but it was
right?
fine.
I don't
man.
remember this car.
Yeah.
What-
It was the one that opened like that. The doors.
He crashed it.
Yeah.
I crashed it. Scratched it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a picture.
It was
Someone,
crazy.
admin, get a picture.
Like, what was your first car?
My first car was a Honda Civic EP1.
I remember that actually.
So
Yeah.
The 2-door. Yeah.
I love that car, you know.
The rims.
That was a boy racer's car. Every boy racer had that
Everybody
car.
say that. Back seat. This guy was in the back seat. Like, hey man, how you doing?
Keep it chilling with you at the back seat.
Yeah, man, I love that car, man.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
2-door, innit?
Yeah,
two-door,
man.
And then for the big car enthusiast, what was your first
Oh,
car?
my car was a little 2-3-door Kia Picanto, bro.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
Batman rhythm.
You bad man. Hey, but hey, you got to start
Faster
somewhere.
stripes as well, man.
You
Don't
got to
forget.
start somewhere. But what I will say is, I made that little things look as sporty as I could. I had them windows tinted out.
I wanted to put them little lashes on the front. But good. Okay, so good to know obviously what you guys sort of like. So what we're gonna do, obviously, we're gonna talk about obviously the season. You know, things that have changed because obviously this
2026.
as a sort of like casual myself, there's been a lot of talk about all the different changes. But before we dive into
regulations.
that, I just want to see how much you guys know so far in terms of obviously the drivers, right? So we're gonna do last man standing, right? So one by one, you guys just tell me a driver. Simple as that. Obviously, do not repeat the same one. So do you wanna go first?
No, this way.
Why are you going first?
I've got this season's
Yeah.
drivers here. So yeah, so
We're doing this season, last season, just this season.
this season, no,
This season.
Oh,
This season
Going
only. It
into
has to be.
2026.
That's fine, all right.
Yeah,
Only the one starting in front, like this coming weekend.
Yeah, last man standing, right? So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Right, okay.
Oh, is it going?
Wait. Why is someone in the middle going first?
Right, it's
That's
either,
fine.
yeah, either
I'll
side.
go first.
How well, technically, how you know I'm in the middle? You mean, oh.
Right, okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
So Matt should go.
Kimi Antonelli.
Oh, it's me?
Who is it
You.
going? Oh, it's me.
David, yeah.
Hamilton.
That's easy.
Charles Leclerc.
And also, is it full names or what?
Is
That's
it just,
about
yeah,
it.
just,
Just doesn't matter.
Alonso.
wait, what team is he in again?
Which one?
He's in Aston
Alonso,
Martin.
yeah, Aston Martin, yeah. I'm just checking through the list here. Right, okay.
Bottas.
Yeah.
Bortoleto.
Oliver Behrman.
Charles Leclerc.
I've said that.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what happens then? I'm out.
Go again.
We'll give you one more chance. Quickly.
Oh, I can go again, right?
Yeah.
George Russell.
Okay.
Stroll.
Oh, it's me, man. Relax. Max Verstappen. Should have taken his answer.
Stroll.
Right, okay.
Is it me? Liam Lawson.
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz.
Bortoleto.
Say that.
Someone said that one, yeah. I don't think anyone's mentioned the other Audi driver. Just to give you a clue.
Oh, Perez.
Wait, I don't think anyone's mentioned any of the Audi drivers.
No. Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Who was the first Audi driver?
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry, man.
Oh, okay.
Bortoleto.
Audi, okay, Hülkenberg. Nico Hülkenberg.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait
It
a
doesn't
minute.
matter, man. Let's just.
What team is he?
Audi, Nico Hülkenberg.
Yeah, okay.
Are we tripping or what? Come on, big
I
man.
see. Right. We're getting there
Barros?
now. Barros.
Oliver Behrman.
I said it.
Did you?
Yeah, he said it.
No problem. Lando Norris.
Piastri.
Wait, no one said Piastri?
Yeah.
No one said Piastri?
Yeah, no.
Are you sure?
Oh, how are we gonna know who said what? How are we gonna know? Hey,
Wow.
No one said it. No one said it.
Davids.
Yeah.
okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Liam Lawson.
He said it again.
Someone
You said it.
that. Yeah.
I said Liam
Yeah,
Lawson.
you said Liam Lawson.
Yeah, you're right now.
Oh, no. Wait. What? Stroll, Lance Stroll.
I said
Someone
that's
said it
true.
right.
Okay, no, Limbo.
There's only 22.
Limbo.
22 drivers.
That's not Limbo.
Right, between the two of
This is
you.
what I'm saying. How are we gonna know who said what?
Hey,
We
you
keep
said
it
two.
there.
Come on, man. How are we gonna remember? There's been 3-4
Exactly.
rounds.
Right.
You gotta remember.
Right.
And I've even. Nah, you
that's
guys are
what-
Right,
It's
tripping.
you.
go quickly.
Albon.
Damn, nobody said Albon?
Even you don't know.
No, nobody said. I can see the list here. I think you're done.
Yeah, I think I've died.
You're done for, man. You're
want
done
one
for.
Oh,
Jordan Momo.
yeah, go ahead.
Gasly.
The fact that nobody said that.
And it's
Right?
one of my
Are we
favorites.
done?
Still,
Did anybody say that the Alpine driver, Franco?
Colapinto. I literally had them.
No, but I said
The new kid too.
Yeah,
Limbaud,
right. So
Limbaud?
you've got Alpine with Pierre Gasly, Franco, that name, Colapinto. Aston Martin, you've got Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, which you mentioned that. Williams, you've got Carlos Sainz,
Carlos Sainz.
Albon.
I remember that.
Yeah, Audi, you've got Nico and Gabriel Bortoleto. Cadillac. You've got
Cardiac arrest, you had.
Cadillac, yeah, new team, any Sergio Perez and Bottas.
Yep.
Ferrari, you've got Charles and Lewis.
Yep.
The Haas team, you've got
Oliver Behrman.
Ocon and Behrman. McLaren, you've got Norris and PS3. Mercedes, Russell and Antonelli.
I said Russell.
Nobody says Russell. Yeah,
I said Russell.
did.
No,
I
he did. No, he did. No, David did. Yeah,
I did.
And then for Racing Bulls, you've got Lawson and Lindblad. If that's how you say
That's
that.
what I was trying to. I couldn't.
Yeah, and then lastly, you've got Max Verstappen and Isaac
Hajar.
Hajar. Right. Okay.
That was him, man. That was him, man.
Yeah, all of
That was-
that.
who's the
I
Who's the
don't
last
know
team? You
teams
said
by
Hajar
teams,
who?
you know.
Who's the last two?
That was Red Bull Racing. So that's
by Hajar,
Verstappen and yeah.
Oh, Hajar.
Yeah,
Joined by teams.
right. So what I want to talk about now this season, right? So there's been a lot of changes. Now, with my little basic knowledge, the biggest change is like the engine power distribution. We're going 50-50. So you've got engine and then you've got sort of like the electric as well. Obviously, the cars are smaller. The wheels are smaller, less downforce, all these different changes. So what are you guys expecting to see this season? Like,
It's definitely gonna be more closer. They've always try to make more like closer wheel to wheel racing, innit? Make it more exciting for like the spectators. So you're definitely gonna see a lot more of overtaking, but overtaking just for the sake of it. In terms of like, think about it this way: my battery's charged. We're on the straight because there's no DRS.
yeah,
And
that's
press my boost button, boom,
Yeah.
I overtake you. But then if I'm not, it's so strategic. So if I'm not careful, you're just gonna
How you manage your battery.
How you manage it? Because
Yeah.
then if my battery's depleted, I'm now a sitting duck. You
Yeah.
might attack me, and then it's just back to that again.
Because maybe before it's predictable the DRS, because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can only use it in certain places, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because maybe I didn't even really understand the DRS
Yeah.
until like maybe
Yeah.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So the overtakes to do with the battery at this point. That's it, though.
So what they've done is they've just changed. So where it used to be DRS and you'd have the zones where they activate it. So the teams actually went in control. It would be like the race teams who would then obviously switch on to say, right, okay, you can use DRS
So
now.
you can only use your battery in certain zones.
No, you can use the battery whenever you want.
anytime.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
all-
So you can use your battery whenever you want.
Yeah.
However, you have a boost override or overtake. I can't remember what they call it.
so the old DRS from what I saw is basically been replaced by things like active aerodynamics. So you've got that, and then the overtake mode, which, like you said, is like a certain point you can activate that boost, which gives you that
Yeah.
But
that
uses
almost
the
like
battery,
instant
innit?
power.
Yeah.
But obviously that you gotta time it well when you're gonna use it. So you're gonna have situations of where obviously people are relying on the active aero as well as obviously the boost. So it's gonna be fun in terms of you might see a lot of this, but from the practice runs and everything we've seen, there's been a lot of issues obviously with like because obviously there's less downforce on it now.
But they're still saying they're keeping the race pace the same, no? Isn't it? The speed is still the same,
So
though,
the
from
cars,
that track.
because it's new cars. I think they'll be slightly slower than the previous iterations.
Yeah.
But as the seasons develop, like let's say next year, the cars might
Upgrades,
get a bit faster. They'll get used to how to tune the cars. But you make a good point where you might have races where somebody overtakes somebody and then 2 corners later, the other person came back to him.
Yeah.
So
Definitely gonna be
as you
happening,
mentioned, it needs to be strategic. When are you going to use your power? When are you going to use your battery? And how much of it you're going to deploy before you go crazy and then somebody else on the straights finds you like a sitting duck because you don't have any battery in your engine, you know? So it's going to be interesting. I personally don't think it will increase the overtakes. I don't think it'll make racing any more exciting than it already is.
Do you mean like there'll be this more overtaking happening or less overtaking?
There might be more overtaking happening, but meaningless overtaking.
Yeah.
Where somebody overtakes somebody and they overtake them back.
But do you know where the winners? I like it in the sense that it's now bringing in. It's everyone involved in that overtaking thing now. Like, hear me out. Like,
See, with the overtaking, do you not think there might be instances where, like, if I see you like warming on me, I also use my boost as a defense as well?
You have to, I guess.
You can on the
But
straight.
then I'm wasting it as a defense. So it means if you manage to go past me, I don't have it. So I think that's what you're saying, like the strategy behind them. Like,
This
do
is
I
what I
waste
think.
it to like...
It becomes a strategy game, and it becomes a strategy game in not just you in the car on the racetrack, but for the whole team.
Yeah.
And I think that's the good thing about it. For example, like you then now you're gonna know who studies the tracks and who doesn't, because on a track like in Australia and Melbourne where there's a lot of straights, you go through 110 or another 10. You've used your boost, right? You've taken somebody, and then you go to the next 10 just to get overtaken back again because it's a straight. Whereas if you study the tracks, for example, there's a lot of tracks where like you go past the straight and then it's like 10, 3, 4, and 5. It's like bends. No one's gonna use their boost on you there. You know what I'm trying to say? So if once you make that move, at least you've got a bit of time.
See, with that point, obviously, because these guys have been using the same tracks basically for the last obviously. So unless maybe like you're like a new driver, maybe that's where that knowledge of like you've not studied enough kind of plays. But obviously, these guys have still came through where it's like F3 to whatever it is. They've still potentially raced on those tracks before.
Experience though. A lot of young guys on that grid who fine, they've done loads of laps, but they're not gonna do anywhere near laps like say Sergio Perez has done on some of these
So
tracks.
do you think the guys who've been doing it for longer have got more of an advantage now because of that experience of theirs?
Definitely.
Yeah,
And it'll be interesting.
Sleep on the simulator, you know, because I feel these guys can actually name terms with the eyes closed. I've seen them do that, you know.
Yeah.
True.
So and there's only a few amount of tracks that they can do in it. So it just depends how you memorize or if you just like lab it like the week over in it. So you kind of know like, yo, after this corner I need to like put my boost on, I think.
But you don't think like the more experienced guys will know how well to defend? If I've got like a younger guy behind me trying to use his boost mode, right?
Yeah.
I might maybe let him use it if I know like
The
how to
straight's
position myself on the straight or on the bend or on the 10.
But if I've studied that race of like that just a week of it, it might be good with that. But maybe just with the pressure, maybe I guess.
Do you not think obviously with the boost, like they would say, like the boost is only gonna get used if potentially at certain points of each track, because they know, okay, I'm on the fast here, I'm on the straight, so everybody is waiting. So if I kind of just drive in the middle, kind of just, you know, if you've trying to overtake, you need to slow down because you're not gonna just run into the back of me.
Yeah.
Well, the cars are smaller now, isn't it? So technically,
How small is small?
That, it's not, I mean, the wheels are more narrow from what I've seen. The car itself, but obviously they're still big. Chunky.
because
They're still gonna be crashing.
3 cars can go in some corners. I've seen it before, you know, like it's crazy. Like
But there's gonna be more risk as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
do you know what? I hope it doesn't disappear. I hope the crashes. This is gonna sound bad. Yo.
Some crashes in it.
No, I think that's an exciting part of racing. I mean, it's safe enough. We know obviously there's enough
with the
safety.
halo and everything.
Yeah, look, the sport is safe enough. I want to see a little 1-2 crash.
You can't watch a horror movie, no one dies.
Listen, I want to see a car fly through the barrier.
You honestly be tasting the limits because everyone's a rookie at this point with the new system. I guess. So
Do
everyone be
you know,
susceptible
like,
to mistakes.
I didn't realize how fast on average those things are. You're talking about 230 miles per hour, which is 370
When they watch the
kilometers. I'm
TV, I
like,
feel like doesn't do it justice. I'm like, just say it.
in my head, I think about obviously like, you know, in the UK, for example, where we are like, you know, the max you can do on a motor is like about 70. Right? And I feel like I'm flying, you know, sometimes potentially maybe dance with the speed limit a little bit, you know. You won't catch your back.
my car is not fast enough.
To do that sort of like 230 miles and obviously the G-forces that those guys go through.
And times that by 3, you know.
Times that by 3.
And then you have to 10 in a corner.
Yeah. And I heard like they lose on average about 4 kilos, which for American
crazy.
viewers, that's about 90 hot dogs.
Some other way.
Those are viewers. because American audience.
Everybody, which is like mental. Like you must have like a big lunch afterwards.
Nah.
right?
Who is Jim, man? Who is Jim, man?
Yeah.
I know, just sweat in the car. I
So,
guess.
yeah, and another weird thing is like just how much like heat gets generated in different parts of that vehicle. Like for example, like
Yeah.
when the brake is at its maximum, when they, like when they're approaching a corner and they hit the brake so hard, like the heat in them things like exceeds 1,000 degrees apparently. Yeah. In that moment, it can go over 1,000 degrees, and I'm thinking, whoa, that's like red hot.
Do you know what I wanted to ask you as well? Because you know how you say like you don't particularly have like a team. So once again, because I've been learning. So F1's obviously got like one race, 2 races happening at the same time. You've got like the drivers one, then you've got the constructors one.
Yeah.
So see for you, obviously you like your favorite player, a favorite driver.
Yeah.
Do you support, like, do you look at it saying, okay, I want this guy to win the driver's thing, but I want this team
I don't
to
care
win?
about the
he
team.
just wherever he is
He
with,
just
like,
wants-
just,
I don't care about the team, man. The team, as long as they give my driver a good car, a fast car, that's all I'm at. If they win the championship, fair.
It just wants.
But in terms of winning it,
so you only care about the drivers, sort of like championship kind
yeah,
of thing.
of course I care about, because if they have a good car, that means they'll win the championship.
Yeah.
But in terms of like pure winning, I just care about the driver's championship.
He just wants the Ballon d'Or, not the Champions League. That's bad.
Yeah.
To be the best scenario, to be honest, I feel like what I would like to see is a team obviously win, whatever that team is, win the constructors, but then a different driver that is not of that team still wins the championship.
Yeah.
Because that to me, that's the competition to me, that,
Yeah.
which has happened. It doesn't happen too often nowadays.
It happened when Max won it and then McLaren won it like what, a year ago.
Season before last year. Yeah.
There's no one as well. Ferrari won it, and then like
Somebody
somebody else had won it. I think it was Max won the championship.
In that season, was it Verstappen won the drivers, but then who won the
McLaren
one? So
He's all doing good.
yeah.
And then,
Because the team thing is obviously the constructors is the team, so both drivers need to be doing well.
yeah.
So that's why for me I don't really care about it, because sometimes the other drivers like.
And they can-
But I think so. Like for me, the
Politics,
constructors, it sounds like a good thing because obviously it's then you're almost like you're giving big ups to like the whole team, because you normally with sports sometimes it's just like the person, the driver who gets all their sort of like highlights kind of thing. Whereas like the constructors championship almost says, you know what, this is this team has been the best because they've been the most innovative. They've done X, Y, and Z. So I like that idea.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's all about the driver, really, isn't it?
It
And
is
the
good.
cars, no.
Yeah. The car, you need to build a good car. In order to win, you need to build a good car. If its car is rubbish,
Naturally.
you see the results on the track.
And then how do we feel about the power unit now? It's obviously 50-50 between, so obviously electric can have, if these cars are advanced. What happens if like the battery or whatever it is that fails? Now you're only running on 50%.
I think you just retire the car.
What do you mean? sorry?
Because you will be slow.
Yeah.
He says if the battery basically
Half the power.
Because
something goes wrong with the
before
battery.
you could almost finish a race on just like the engine only when it was the
Whereas now it's
was a
50.
split before
I
like
think it's 70.
70-30. Yeah. Whereas now it's like 50-50. If the battery decides to,
That's like,
Well, I think no, like you said, you'd have to, I think, retire that.
You
But it's
have-
supposed to be regenerated. It's almost like hybrid. It's supposed to be regenerated. But I think what you're
you've got
saying is like
regen.
I
Electric
mean,
braking,
if
yeah.
you look at what's going on with Aston Martin, I'm sorry, but I think that's shambles.
what do you mean?
The amount of money they've invested and what they've put out
Did they
and
know-
how they're struggling, like embarrassing. Apparently, they're not even gonna race the first race
yeah, what's the reason for that again?
because
Did they
because
not say
apparently-
they bought the guy that designs?
Adrian Newey. But
Yeah.
I heard he's made a change, a last minute technical change, which does not align with the power unit and the
Yeah.
engine. So then
So apparently,
it's gonna take some time.
he's asked them to package the battery and the engine in a way that's not conventional. The reason he's asked that is because he wanted to tight package the actual aerodynamics in order to make the body like the way he wants it. However, obviously Honda, who are the engine for the supplier for the Aston Martin, did kind of raise concerns this might be an issue, but he was like, nah, I want it this way. So Honda have done what they were asked. However, they are suffering from issues where apparently if you hit certain speeds or whatever, there's vibrations which affect the battery.
Right.
And therefore the battery suddenly doesn't work the way it's supposed to and it's losing power and damages it basically.
Yeah.
And then apparently this is a big issue that they can't just fix. So now apparently they're looking at, they might not even race. And however,
Which
they
means no
have,
race the first.
no, they'll have to qualify, otherwise they get penalized. So like they'll probably do the quali and P1 and practice all those things because it's
Yeah.
but when it comes to race conditions,
but
they can't.
apparently they
can't
might
do
do the, the first lap,
Yeah.
out lap, and then might put the car in the pits after
retire
that.
it, yeah.
I'm like, that's embarrassing. They've spent
But
a
to
lot
them,
of money.
they're not going to win the championship, so they just want to accumulate as many points as they
To be
they
honest,
can.
you don't know.
So
The only
you take
reason
an L
they
at the start.
You're not gonna get points though if your car is not up to scratch from the first race.
See when you're saying they won't win the champ. Like it's literally anyone's game.
It's true,
It could
though.
be-
It's true,
I wish Chanda was here actually. Like me and Chanda were talking about that season when Jensen Button won his one and only driver championship.
This is what I was saying. I was expecting Aston Martin. They've got obviously Adrian Newey in.
Yeah.
I was expecting them to be like they build a rocket, man.
Yeah.
I was feeling. I was like, I wanted Ferrari to do well this season, right?
Yeah.
But then I was like, Aston Martin, they got Adrian Newey. Stroll's dad has put all the money in there. Like
But maybe what the problem?
I was like, yo, look, we might have like
they don't
a
even do
bronze
the first
season.
race.
However,
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on?
I
here?
think, like you said, clearly what you've talked about there is a clear. The partnership between them and the Honda engine is obviously not. It's not looking good. It's not off to a good start, obviously, is it? So
I think Alonso is one of the unluckiest drivers ever because
How come?
when he moved to McLaren, they had a Honda engine.
yeah, that
And that didn't go down well. The McLaren were rubbish.
Yeah.
The Honda engine just didn't. And now he's moved to Aston Martin. Honda came in and the same problems.
why did why
It's gonna make him retire, man.
It's personal. It sounds like they just keep following
I think
him.
he's one of those who's like basically unlucky with the decisions he's made.
So see in terms of obviously the new season, which car do you think has like the most innovation going? Because obviously you've got what's happened with Ferrari and
come on.
the rear wing and all that. So like, who do you feel like has the
I
most?
like when they start copying each other. Like,
I love that.
So
Yeah.
childish, you
That's
know?
the best part about it. Like
Do you know what I saw at some point? Like I can't remember what it was. Like early 2000s, there was like one of these teams that decided to put like a wing at the front of the car, like a high up one at the very front. Oh
yeah?
At the very wing, basically like a little high up one. Obviously, nobody copied that because it didn't go down well. But
Very
so
dynamic
do you
work
think
it.
sort of like Ferraris had the most innovation with their wing, or do you think it's gonna get copied? Or
I think
I'll
Ferrari.
be very careful.
Ferrari have surprised me. I'm not gonna lie, because Ferrari are known for like hyping everything up
And then disappoint.
not showing anything. But this year, this is the first time like I've only been obviously Ferrari side since Lewis has moved.
yeah,
I was never really following what Ferrari were doing. And then this season, I'm looking what they're coming up with. I'm like, that's crazy. Because that's stuff I expected when Mercedes used to do things.
Yeah.
For instance, they brought that DAS where on a straight line,
Yeah.
the steering wheel
Change the angle of the wheels.
tires. So normally the tires sit at the camber, but when you go on a straight, and the Mercedes designed a system where if you press or pull the steering wheel, it straighten the tires. That means you go faster.
Yeah.
But like,
no, also grip. Yeah, grip.
yeah, Ferrari have designed this wing that spins to start off with. They've got this exhaust thing that's they're doing all crazy
James
stuff.
Bond stuff going
I was
on.
like,
And Leclerc finished first in testing, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like people are hiding their
So
stuff. They're not
testing,
gonna show your whole first hand,
Do
you know?
you think Ferrari
Honestly,
is
be
back
careful
as a
with it.
powerhouse now? In fact, speaking of, I'm gonna ask you for your predictions. You know, just now. I wanna
Real
see-
quick, let's make it quick. Yeah,
I
real
want to
quick.
see what
Sure.
you're gonna say. So first of all, the drivers' championship, right? We'll come back to Ferrari in a second, but drivers' championship, who are we predicting to be?
so
Actually,
based on the news, what I've heard, I think it's gonna be Russell. Personally, I would like Lewis to win, but I think it's gonna be Russell.
Okay, David.
I also think it
What's
could
the
be.
news with him?
It's gonna be George Russell because he's definitely gonna be the main driver at Mercedes. So I think it's gonna be either Russell, but I can also see Max Verstappen. To be honest with you, I can see him winning it again or winning it, coming back.
Mashi.
I'll just say Piastri.
Right, how about so?
No research.
Do you know?
How about for the constructors? Was they saying the same teams basically, or is it gonna be?
I think the constructors, right? So I think if Ferrari have actually a good car, if it's not the fastest car, they might win the constructors because they have very experienced drivers.
Who? Ferrari.
Ferrari. Because it's
But,
Lewis
but as always,
and Charles.
I'll tell you why I don't think.
If they have a solid car, I think Lewis and Charles will
They'll
drive
win
it
the
to
points
the
all the time.
So for me, it's not the first time. There've been loads of times where Ferrari have got the car and have got the drivers, and then they are like the catalyst of their own downfall through strategy or whatever. So to me, unless
Do you
those
think
things
that
change,
ties into the point you're making about guys having experience of the road and then using the boost and everything at the wrong time? Because I don't know who's gonna tell them when is a good time to use the boost.
yeah. Think about it. Obviously, you've got your engineer or the team in the back office or whatever trying to advise you or whatever. And we saw it last season. How many times did Lewis Hamilton not really align what he's seeing on the track didn't really align with what he was receiving from the race engineer guys? You get me? So I think whoever wins, whatever constructors team wins the championship, it's gonna be the team that is in like harmonious, like symphony with
100%
basically
chemistry,
100% chemistry with the drivers, both of them as well. And I feel like this season you're gonna need both drivers. It's not gonna be a case of like prioritizing one guy or I think both.
I think Mercedes will win it, man. Because Kim is rapid.
Constructors
man.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got that first season out of the way as well. Too,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Kim is good, but I still think there's obviously that it's not a rookie anymore, but there's that side of him that he's still young.
Yeah.
So when Lewis Hamilton first started, he was quick as anything. He was winning. He beat Alonso in his first season.
Yeah.
Alonso was a 2-time world champion. So, but Lewis had mistakes in him as a driver.
Yeah.
So there is like that. That's why I didn't mention Kimi to win it. But I think Russell, but Kimi, I think will push him.
Yeah.
To win the, I don't think Kim will win the thing.
The end of the season, Kim was doing well. And you
Yeah,
can see how rapid
he's
he is.
good.
So,
He's
yeah.
fast. He's fast as anything.
So obviously, when the maturity sets in, then obviously
And confidence
you
too,
definitely
innit?
help because you'll be finishing the points. You know.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So
I was going to ask this. You know, like, see if you're at the front, you can't use like your DRS, right?
the boost.
You can't really use that. See,
Back in, yeah, go on.
because to activate DRS, don't you need to be the 1 second
So
behind
it's-
somebody?
DRS, you mean?
Yeah.
Not
It's
Both
not-
of us.
it's not the
DRS
same.
is gone now.
It's not
So
the
there's
same.
nothing.
There's
to do
no
with that.
DRS.
There's no
Yeah.
like.
It's just Activero. So it's the same stuff.
It's just imagine like nitros.
Yeah, it's like a
Must
boot.
be.
Need for speed, your nitros goes off in it, so you
Yeah.
gotta
But
use it.
before that, you couldn't use DRS as the first place, right?
Yeah. So right now, because it's Activero, it's part of the car. So it's
Yeah.
called straight line mode.
Yeah.
So the moment you go on a straight line, you can activate the
And just go
it's
faster.
the
And just-
same
yeah.
wing they were using, plus they've done the front wing where it kind of opens up or it shifts in the same
Yeah.
position.
Interesting. I get the question he's asking. Like, because remember last season though, when you've got DRS, if I'm attacking, it benefits me because I can, come out of the strip slim and use the DRS.
Yeah.
But if you're the guy in the lead,
I think
I guess it's just about how you position yourself.
I think-
Because
I don't
you
think
can't
you
use
can
it.
use it though.
Yeah, you
You
can't
get
use
So
it
to
to your
activate it, you have to be 1
you-
second behind the
you
driver in
get
front of you.
boost. I think if you're behind somebody, if you're in front, I don't think you have boost because it doesn't make sense. Boost is for overtake.
Yeah.
Yeah, boost is for overtake. Yeah, but obviously, unless you want to give yourself the advantage and jet off.
you can
but
defend. You can defend though.
Yeah, you can.
With the boost as well.
The boost
I
is
think
obviously
we'll go with that.
we're gonna
Yeah,
see how it's gonna be used. But to finish off, guys, what I wanted to do was just to see if it's once again test your knowledge a little bit. So get your boards out.
So can we just be clear? I won the first one, yeah.
Yes, you.
Just-
This is gonna test now your memory, your F1 knowledge, your Picasso skills, everything. Right. So
Wow.
one of the most famous circuits you have is Silverstone, right?
Don't do that.
All I want you to do is just draw the track for me. The closest person to it. The closest person to it is the winner. So I've sent the guys this sort of like they can see it. So show us your boards when you're done.
Open your phones though.
Take your time with this. And Devin's going.
What rate? What? Silverstone, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to
Yes.
draw.
I'm saying 10-3, right? I think I'll get close, man, because
I mean, yeah.
Damn. I'm blank.
This is feeding into what you were saying about knowing your track.
Yeah,
knowing
no,
the
100%.
circuit.
But I'm not the one on the track, am I?
Hey.
I'm not the one racing. Damn.
I've got an idea about that. Silverstone.
Yeah. Just obviously once you're done and everything, don't.
just drawn in 3D, bro.
There's Joy Monaco from
He's
one.
adding
I can't remember Silverstone, you know.
I remember it for one reason. I'll tell you why.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? Obviously, once you guys take it, show it to the camera. We're gonna put it up on screen as well to see if you guys decide who.
embarrassed.
I'm not
guys,
sure if I wanna do
guys can
this.
decide who's. Are you done already?
Yeah.
Squiggly lines, right?
Wait.
Dev is the last one standing here, man. You guys can help me almost decide as well, but we're gonna leave it up to the comments below. So, of like,
Who got that one?
yeah, we're gonna
Are we
have
just doing
more.
one? Or is it more?
Just one, just that one, just to finish off.
Mad.
Yeah. So we're gonna put it out there. You
They
guys
was
can
enjoying
vote.
the pit lane, man.
Right? Are we done?
I'm
Waiting for
done.
you.
All right, I'm done.
Oh,
I'm done.
not to get it wrong.
I'm
It's good.
done.
Show me your box.
I've not even done it properly.
I think me and Barnes are close, though.
I
It has
think
to be me, though.
I think
There's a long straight. I think it's me. There's a long straight. There's a long. I think
That's
it's
a long
me.
straight right there.
No, man.
I'm almost tempted to say David.
I think it's-
Why is that Australia?
Yeah, exactly. That could be Melbourne.
The actual continent.
And I also, here's where I win it. I've even tried to draw. I've even tried to put Beckett.
Beckett's closest one.
What?
I've even tried to put Beckett.
Show the box.
Teacher's bet. This one.
If mine was in 3D,
See,
it would look
you know-
good.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to
Let's
put.
see. Let's see.
I think Devin's
You know, it looks like a Zambian map. If you
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
that's what I remember.
But that's not it.
Bruh, it's upside down.
You're right, but it's not.
We're gonna leave it up to the comments. Gonna put don't rub your balls. Gonna put it up on the screen. Everybody can decide who was the closest
Who was
person to
closest?
it.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Also, show them the real that. Oh, I'm sure they're not.
Yeah,
track.
we should.
Oh, yeah, see it right
But
here.
otherwise, listen, thank you very much for watching our first one. So we're gonna be back again, talking more. Don't rub it off. We just told you don't. It wasn't that bad.
I thought you go take it from the thing, innit?
It's all right.
As long as you got it on camera, that's fine.
I mean, it's
But,
okay.
anyway, guys, listen, subscribe, come follow us for more. We're going to talk more stuff. We're going to cover off more
UFC,
sports as well.
Got
So
the all stuff.
on our socials as well, we're going to have a few competitions, a few things. Get involved, vote on that as well. You're going to see these guys drawing more stuff as well. So
We want to do. I would like to do an episode where we like get people to ask them like what excites you about the sport? Is it the glamour? Is it the cars, the high octane, the racing?
question.
Is it the technical side of it? Is it the, do you know what I mean? Like 'cause
Don't
some
worry,
people,
we're gonna be covering
there's a
all
lot
of
of
that.
nerds out there that just are only interested in the technical side of things. They will know so much.
Aerodynamics.
Strategy.
we'll cover all of that. But listen, like I said, guys, subscribe, comment, let us know what you like, let us know what you didn't like,
Follow.
and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.
Bye bye.